Oh, do I feel good today? What is up, DTL Universe? It's your boy, the coach, and I'm going to need you to lift me up today. The voice a little bit raspy, not 100%, but damn it, we never don't show up for you. Now, this is your daily sports and sports betting brand of record. We like to call it Driving the Line. You can call it DTL. We are live on the weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, on demand on the weekends. We are knee-deep in our 24 days to the NFL Dive Deep. Today, we're going to the NFC South. It's the Bucs. It's the Saints coming up a little bit later in the show. But how do we do on Thursday? Well, much, much better. I will take 4-3. That means we won more than we lost. And Charles coming through. Do not test him after a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Do not test him. All right, a lot coming up this weekend, a lot of soccer, a lot of baseball. Seabass is in the chat. Any question for him, he'll answer them for you in real time. Dan, happy birthday to you. You're damn right. Let's cash some tickets. 6 months strong. Tell all your friends. Come be a part of our premium side as that's getting ready to ramp up. Brand new podcast for all you premium members, August 20th. August 20th, new podcast for just you guys on the premium side. But you guys know I can't do it without my partner. The man that after 2 days off comes in flying high, ready to go, looking like $1 million. Oh, good morning. Good morning, AB. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Coach. Doing fantastic. Good morning, crew. Feels good. Rested. Feeling great. Ready to come back and attack. Oh, also, Coach, yes. Do you remember that one over that we hit in the NFL preseason? I think it's the Hall of Fame game, right?
Correct. We did. Yes.
Yeah. I hope everyone took a picture of that because it's never happening again. All unders for air on out.
That was brutal last night. I kept watching my phone because I had the soccer on and I had the baseball on. And I was like, are they going to score? Do they decide they want to score? 32 starters or name guys set on the bench, including their quarterback, AB, which I don't quite understand because they were terrible last year. Why wouldn't you try in this one?
Well, the Patriots didn't score until Big Joe Milton came into the game, started throwing dimes around.
Oh, Big Joe. If Big Joe gets that job this year, you're going to be insufferable. Absolutely insufferable.
So will Patriots fans because they'll realize about week 4. I've already lived this.
So fun. I needed this morning. Man, I need to wash over me. All right, hit that like button while you guys come in. It really helps the show grow. What is the Howie Schwab crew play of the day selections today, AB?
Speaking of the NFL, this new upstart league, I think everybody's going to enjoy it. All right, got a couple games on tonight. Here's 2 of them. Texans Steelers over 37.5 or under 37.5, and the Eagles Ravens over 34 or under 34. And do the Ravens continue to just dominate and win in the preseason? Yeah, and you're right.
Was
it
19 in a row, something like 20 in a row?
I think they lost one. I think the streak's done, but we'll see. There's no Derrick Henry, there's no Lamar Jackson, but again, they haven't really cared. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Hey, B, we were just talking about the over that you and I did not hit together on the game last night. You said take a picture. Leave it to Raphael to stick the knife in just a little bit farther. He writes in the chat at one point the Carolina New England live total was 19.5. Thank you, Raphael.
Oh yeah, no. I'll do you one better. It was close to halftime last night. Okay, I get a text from my father, and he said, "Nice pick, idiot."
On that note, let's bring in the best crew in the business. It is time for the picks. All right, I got the best, most unique crew in the game. Now, you saw the 2 check marks next to his name. That means he gets the first 15 seconds of the show. Charles, once again, you're coming back. Bounce back, Charles, would be your other nickname. Good morning, sir. The 15 seconds is yours.
Morning, coach, crew, chat. Yeah, I agree with you, AB. Yeah, those preseason games, they're notorious for being unders. I was surprised that the Hall of Fame game went over. I think last year was the first time it had went over in like 10 years as well. So I feel you paying on those unders with those. That's usually the way to ride as well. But soccer, we have a full card this weekend as well. Hey, next week we'll be diving back into some EPL action, La Liga as well. So we're right around the corner. Excited for what's ahead, coach.
I got to say, using your 15 seconds to agree with AB, maybe not the best way to use it, but hey, it's your 15 seconds. It's your 15
I got AB's back.
Now, this man's got a great little project going, and I see in the chat they're talking about it. I see all over social media they're talking about it. DG, update us on this teacher's project you have us going on, like I can even talk. Good morning.
I think we're on day 8, I believe it is now, and so we're going 8 of 10. And so it's been very good. Was able to help out Brian, who's in the chat, watching his third period, I guess economics maybe, but he's watching the show on mute. We actually just helped out his wife Amy. She's the librarian there at the same school, so trying to help out a little bit of the DTL crew. But honestly, it's been fun because we've kind of put in extra picks, but it's kind of paid off as well, giving back a little bit. So it has been very good.
All right, very, very good. Love the project. Love the updates. Now, he is that man's nemesis, his biggest rival, and we're hoping he wraps up the week in a positive, conscious fashion. Soupy, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, decided to watch some of the preseason last night. I want my 3 hours back. I want to put it towards sleep. That's what I really want for today.
We do too. Now, if you watch the men's basketball game, that was amazing. That was some of the best basketball I've seen in a really long time, to be honest. Competitive. United States down 15 going into the fourth quarter. Steph Curry, by the way, DG, that prop was over in literally 2.5 minutes. I was thinking about you. He had 14 in the first 3 minutes yesterday. What were you thinking about that?
Listen, I loved it. I'm glad he went off, but killing your bet that early just made it so much fun. I was like, you know what? Go off then. Why not?
Exactly right. Boy, did he get some flowers from all of his teammates. Now they move on to the gold medal game against the host country, France, and Victor Wembanyama. That should be a lot of fun. They're favored by 16 this weekend. All right, let's get to the picks. Charles, I'm coming back to you, and we're going to do your classic splitter today. Give us the first one.
We have a little Norway Elite Series on action today with Sandefjord, whose home matches have averaged 3.6 total goals. They welcome Strømsgodset, who away fixtures have averaged 2.8 total goals. Both teams are hovering around the bottom of the table, so I expect this to be a wide open affair as both teams push for all 3 points. So I'm going to grab the over 3 full-time goals as this one has 2-2 written all over it. This line is moving up. I'm even seeing 3.25s. I would even agree with that as well. But this is a Norway Elite Series on, and this goes off at 1 p.m. Eastern.
All right. You want to get those bets in early. There's a big difference between 3.25 and 3. Big difference. Usually juice to buy it down, or you can lose half your bet by that 0.25. All right, Charles, we'll get back to you. Soupy, coming over to you. Lately, the Braves have been in over games, except they have not been the ones supplying the runs for the over. So now they head to Colorado. Give me your 2, big boy.
Yeah, the Braves 4.57 ERA in their last 6 games. They gave up 16 runs last night to the Brewers. I'm looking at the same theme last night. Grant Holmes, a.k.a. Kenny Powers, go look a picture at him. 3.0 ERA, but I think that bullpen will definitely help out them giving up runs. And again, a rookie pitcher in Mile High. Don't necessarily trust that. And for the Rockies, Tanner Gordon, 6.75 ERA. I think the Braves bats will be there. Over 11, of course, you always have to give the inflation to the Mile High. And now let's head to another NL West team, the Padres team total over 4.5. They have averaged 8 runs over their last 4 games. Tonight, they're facing Edward Cabrera. He has great stuff. He really does. He's a great strikeout pitcher. His problem is he does tend to leave stuff over the plate. And I think the way the Padres have been playing, they are definitely going to hit this over, no problem.
There's a lot of funny stuff going on in the chat right now. The chat is trying to teach AB how to say White Sox. And then somebody said, "Don't worry, Soupy's got it."
I swear, I think Charles is just making teams up. That looks like something I got at IHOP yesterday.
Strom's got it.
Yeah, with extra blueberries. All right, that joke was
you
horrible.
guys are too
Continue.
much. All right, Soupy, thank you very much. All right, DG, coming over to you, big boy, because I love when I want walks and I love when I want some hits. You're up.
We've looked at a little bit of ways of how to attack the hits, and I've been kind of, hit well against some of these, but I've honestly kind of been bitten in the butt a little bit because 2 people, 1+ hit. So what I've looked at here recently is that if you can look at one guy, a lot of times they're getting the 2+ hits. So we're going to go with Colton Cowser here with 2+ hits at plus 230. And the reason is it's a value play, but he's also been doing this pretty frequently. He's had 2 hits out of 5 of the last 10. He has a 500 average against Zach Little. And so I'm going to go with a guy who's been hitting the ball well. He's also up in the lineup, the away team. And so I'm going to go with Colton Cowser here. 2+ hits, plus 230. The walks parlay. It's been our bread and butter throughout the year. It's kind of tailed off as of late, but we're going to go with this at 2+ for each guy at a plus 111. Ever Cabrera, who Soupy was just talking about, he might not be able to pronounce the names, but I know what Cabrera can do is he can actually give up walks. The last 11 games, he's given up 2+, 13 walks the last 4 games. But then also Zach Wheeler. He's been a walking machine as of late, but 2+ walks, 11 of his last 14, going against the Arizona team, who draws a ton of walks. 4th in the walks drawn category. So both guys, 2+ walks each, plus 111.
Hey, AB, do you think that DG's aware this is only like a 40-minute show?
Look, we live in DG's world. We're just lucky to be on with him.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Lucky?
All right, Charles.
He lives down the street. Okay, understand. This is why this man is so good at promos. He lives in between Jerry Lawler and Justin Timberlake. All right, the man knows how to speak.
Who said he was good at promos? I've never heard anybody say that.
Well,
ever.
I was just trying to give a compliment,
It landed like a thud.
Yeah, some of my jokes lately, yeah. And my picks. Yeah.
Real quick, because Charles, maybe I wasn't hearing because I'm just trying to run the brand every day. But I thought you said that your game was Serie A. Didn't you say that?
Elite Sirion.
Elite Serie A. Oh, enunciation. So where would I find that? Because I went to play in Serie A. Doesn't have any games till the 17th. So where would I find your first play? Elite.
It's under It's under Norway. It should say Elite Sirion because they also have like a first division as well. So that way you don't get confused.
So it's in Norway then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't hear that the first time. Oh, because you.
Oh yeah, I let off with that. Play it back.
Norway. Elite Sirion. Now I found it. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. As I walked everybody through that. Boy, that was like pulling teeth.
Norway.
Yeah. All right. So, Charles, now that we know where your first play is, Norway, ladies and gentlemen, let's come back to your second too. And please let us know the country.
This one will be pretty easy. I'm going to round out the card with the Leeds Cup that's in the good old United States. It's got hot as of late, and we have St. Louis City and the Portland Timbers, where I expect fireworks and goals to fly in early and often. St. Louis City, they've scored 8 first-half goals in their last 6 matches, and Portland has 10 first-half goals in their last 7 fixtures. So I'm going to take the over 1.25 first-half goals. So if there's only one goal, you get half your stake back. And St. Louis City first-half team total over half a goal. This is one that also has a 1-to-1 type first half written all over it. And like I said, this is Leeds Cup, USA.
AB, I feel like when I scold Charles, even if I'm wrong or right, it doesn't matter. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I feel like he just takes it up just a notch. Did you hear that little tinge in his voice, AB?
Oh yeah, like that's the thing is that when he's seething like inside where it counts. Oh yeah, he's firing right back. That's what I love about him is that the heart rate never goes above 1, but he's laying it on thick.
Apparently, it goes to 1.25 according to his picks. Do you like how I did that right there?
Good.
That's a good one.
Like that right there. So I like that. Too.
That's next level.
I needed you guys this morning. Man, did I need you guys this morning. That is hilarious. Hashtag levels to this game, Charles. You are correct. You are correct. Japan, don't worry about it. Well, I'm kind of in my dog days right now. I've got a lot. AB, they want picks. It takes time to take picks, right? Am I not busy behind the scenes right now with a lot of things?
I don't even know how you made it here today. Like, you've got a full schedule, man. No kidding at all. Like, yeah.
Every move we're making is for all of you at home. That's not a line. I'm not kidding. Literally, the next 3 weeks are the most important 3 weeks of our year.
Let me say this, Coach. Let me say this. Here's the best way to put it. You're actually all living, all right, betting on Coach right now. You just don't know it yet, but feel good that those green check marks are coming. So let me just say that. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Enough about us. Let's make this about the cash and the pay window. All right. Everybody's gone. Everybody's full. Everybody is done except for you, AB. You got 3 big plays today. Talk to me.
Okay, Coach, let's do this real quick. Let me run through these 3 plays, and then I want to pull up the weather because you all are going to see something that I've never seen before, ever. So first off, the White Sox, team total over 3.5 at plus 100. Have you ever, worked at a job where everyone collectively hated the boss? He sucked. He's awful. He was a jerk. And then he gets fired out of nowhere. That next day is Disneyland at work. And that's what the White Sox are facing at home against the Chicago Cubs, who they have every reason to want to beat up on. Team total over 3.5. I'd take them over 13.5 today. Wind blowing heavily out in Chicago as well. On the south side, take the White Sox here. Okay, now, for the other 2 plays here, we're going to take the Astros Red Sox over 9.5, and we're going to take the Rangers and the Yankees over 8.5. And let me show you why. Because I have never put the same game twice on a weather report with a 5th game. I want you to look at these numbers in the Northeast. 90% humidity in New York with the wind blowing 16 miles an hour out with wind gusts of 40 miles an hour directly where Aaron Judge wants to put one on another planet. Then you go right over to Boston, Massachusetts, 83% humidity with 15-mile-an-hour winds blowing out with 2 teams that have home run hitting right-handed hitters that pull. My goodness. Now, we do have good pitching matchups, but I have never seen weather like this. Pay attention to the Northeast this weekend. It's going to be insane. And then in Arizona, it's going to feel like 105 all the way up to 107 out there. I know that Chase has a retractable roof, but even still, it feels like 107, dude. It feels like 107, right? And the Phillies have been mashing. The Diamondbacks can hit too. So pay attention there. But that Northeast weather, pay attention to it all weekend long, man. It's for real.
That was nothing short of amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Look at Raving. Look at Raving in the chat. 100%.
Ladder it.
No. Look, let me show you right here. All right. So agreeing. It's like living in a dog's mouth here in the north. I'm telling you, the Northeast right now is on an insane run. I've never seen it like this before, ever.
Super, you live there. Super, you're in the Northeast right now. What's it like?
It's brutal here. I have to go take my cats to the vet after this, so I'm gonna have to probably strap them to my body so the thing doesn't fly away from me.
Oh my God! 2 things right there, Soupy, that we never say on a sports betting show. And first of all, you're a cat guy. Come on, we're dog people. We are dog people. We are pets people, and now you're telling everybody you're taking your cat. Luckily, Stone Cold Steve Austin lately has become a cat person. That's the only thing that saves you right now.
Guess what? I don't have to do at 2:00 in the morning. Walk them and pick up their mess. They go right to the box.
Why did you have to go there? Why do we have to talk about that?
Because that's the big reason why I like having cats.
Wow. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. AB, they're wondering, everybody in the chat is looking for how they can where they can get the White Sox team total at 13.5. They're all looking to ladder it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to call. Yeah, you're gonna have to call your local bookie on that one. Hey, I'll say this too. Yeah, no, I'll say this too. There are win spots, all right, in other places as well. We don't have a graphic. We're not going to go over it or anything like that. But, all right, Chicago, okay, it's 11 miles blowing out. Milwaukee, it's blowing out. The Brewers game, man, you've got some really good options there too. So, yeah.
All right. Last time we had a day like this about 7-8 days ago, AB hit all of his picks and the extra picks in like 3 innings. It was absolutely bananas. So I'm playing all these overs today. Don't even kid yourself. All right. Now, that's all about our picks, right? We have a good time. We like to laugh. That's what it's all about. You can be serious and not be serious. But you know what is serious? Oh, the National Football League. And we are entering into day number 5 in our 24 days to the NFL. Today, we head to the NFC South. All right, gentlemen, it's been a ton of fun so far. Team number 1 today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Fighting Baker Mayfields. Last year, they won the NFC South going 9-8. They lost in the playoffs to the Detroit Lions. Baker Mayfield is back. The Bucs are looking to build off of 2023. The number, according to DraftKings, 7.5. But AB, juicy at -150. Let's start with you.
Very juicy. I'm going under here. Give me the +125. Look, I love Baker Mayfield. This guy will give you everything he has at all times. And you know Todd Bowles' defense for Tampa is going to be on point. That being said, if you've ever played football and you understand that, you know, as a team, say you fumble the ball 10 times all year long, right? And you land on your fumble, you pick it up 8 out of 10. Usually the next year you do it, fumble 10 times, you lose it 8 times. And that bad analogy, right, it is like everything went right for Tampa last year. And I like them, but I'm not feeling it this year. I'm going to roll with the under on that one. I'm not feeling it for Tampa.
I hear you. So 1 under. Jason says, let Baker cook. A line that's never been said before, but maybe this year he will cook a little bit better than 9-8. DG, will they go over their total or go under?
Let me check my notes. Look at that. Listen, I'm going to go in the under as well. I don't see this team being that good, and I don't think they have the pieces. Like, I understand that we look at this team and it is Baker Mayfield. You're going to have the roller coaster that is Baker Mayfield. But let me just read off a little bit of their schedule. So week 4 all the way to week 10 before their bye, they have the Eagles, at Falcons, at Saints, Baltimore, Atlanta, at the Chiefs, 49ers to their bye week.
Wow.
That is a very, very tough schedule. I have them going 7-10 when I look through it. I just don't see how they get the wins. I know they're decent, and I do like Baker, but I just don't see them doing anything better than 7 wins.
Wow. Right now, DG, Soupy's got this look on his face, I think for 2 reasons. It's called Research, Soupy, 1, and B, it's a book that DG brought up and was reading too. So
yeah, those are available too in the Trust the Beard. You know, if you want the Trust the Beard notebook, they're available.
AB, he's begging for that merch. He's begging for that merch. We're going to sell one of those T-shirts one of these days. All right, Soupy, 2 unders so far. Where are you headed?
I'm headed to the over because I feel like the NFC South is going to be the same way it was last year. It just needs 9 wins to win that division. I think it's either going to be Atlanta or Tampa Bay. I still love this offense. Baker knew how to control this offense. You have Mike Evans, who's the most consistent wideout in the league. Chris Godwin, one of the best slot receivers, and Rachaad White. What a great sophomore season. He can run and he could catch in the passing game. And then I love that defensive line with Vita Vita. The secondary needs work. They got cooked a lot last year, but they made some changes. I just think this is going to be the best team in the NFC South. But again, they're only going to need about 9 wins to win this division.
All right. Well, that would be, excuse me. Damn it. I hate colds. So that would be enough to get to the over 7.5. So Charles, my man from the Dirty, coming to you. We got 2 unders and 1 over. What say you?
I'm going to make it a trifecta on unders. I just think they're going to regress. They have a brutal schedule. Like DG was saying, they get the Lions, Ravens, Saints twice, Falcons twice, 49ers. Then they get the Chiefs and the Chargers and the Cowboys and the Eagles. So, yeah, I was saying maybe 7 wins on there as well. So, yeah, brutal schedule. I'm going to ride with the under 7.5 wins for the Buccaneers.
All right, 3 to the under. But also, in AB, I got a lot of tweets about this that everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people are taking your advice about futures and how to bet them. For people who were not here 3 days ago, as you head into your prop bet, what was your advice for not getting frustrated over seeing a future every single day?
One of the most frustrating things when you bet futures is that when you open your book, all right, your sports book on your app, it just stares at you all season long. So what you do is you find and designate a completely different book. All right, sign up for it, get the big promo for the first sign up, and use that book only for futures. It's like putting into a separate savings account, right? So you've got it there, but you're not staring at it every single day. And the book could give you free money to do that too. Speaking of free money, Baker Mayfield might have to do this thing on his own at times as well. I'm taking him for rushing for 5 or more touchdowns, rushing the entire season at plus 850, because I do think it's going to be a frustrating year. And why I love Baker Mayfield is that you stack the chips against him. The man will do it on his own, but it takes more than that in the NFL. So while I'm not buying in on the wins, I am buying in that Baker will put it in the end zone 5 times or more.
Say what you want about Baker. He's a loyal guy, and he wants to be there. Those are 2 very, very important things when you're asking the guy to lead your team. So that's one future prop, and I love the advice. Charles, I also love it when you wake up in the morning, we have an LA Galaxy cash, and we have a Phillies overcast, thanks to you texting me on the private hotline. So thank you very much for that. But today in the futures category, where are we going?
Yeah, since I think the Buccaneers are going to struggle, I think Baker's going to struggle as well. I'm going to go over 11.5 interceptions. He had 10 last season. So, like I said, I just think he's going to struggle. We've seen him in his career have these. I can see these games where he's going to have 3 in a game as well. So, yeah, I can definitely see him getting to 12 this season as the Buccaneers regress, and so does Mr. Baker Mayfield.
I got to tell you, so far, the Juice MVP goes to Charles. You found a plus 1,400. Yesterday, a plus 3,000. Yesterday, a plus 12,000. My man is doing work for all of you at home. Now, Soupy, you continue to catch strays, big boy. B. Mills says, I think Soupy mispronounced 3 names all in one segment. Is that a new record? I don't know, Soupy. Is that a new record? What's your future prop, big boy?
The Buccaneers to score in every single game this year. I'm just going to ignore it. Actually, saying I'm going to ignore it doesn't really ignore it. But I love the way that Baker came in and had this resurgent year. This was his last chance to be a starter in the NFL, and he came through. It's because he has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Cade Otton. As the year progressed, he got better. And then Rachaad White in the backfield had a great sophomore year. So I think that offense just knows how to produce, and it's worked really well. And I am going to give you a bonus pick. Mike Evans over 1,050.5 receiving yards. Only wide receiver in NFL history to have over 1,000 receiving yards in his first 10 years. He snatches number 11 this year.
Did you just say 1,050.5?
Yeah. 1,050.5.
I just want to make sure. Don't get hot. I'm just asking a question. AB, go.
I do want to say one thing about the Bucs offense. They've got a rookie wide receiver named Jalen McMillan from Washington. This kid is no joke. You've got Mike Evans. You've got Chris. Keep going down the list of good wide receivers. He's going to fit right in with that offense, man. Look him up. Jalen, he was a 3rd-round pick. He is much better than a 3rd-round pick.
Everybody talked about Romo Dunez coming out of Washington. Everybody forgot about him. He is just as good as Romo Dunez.
I'm telling you right now, you talk about bread and butter. Listen to my guys. Just in the discussions, this is why we're starting DTL, the podcast, August 20th. All you premium members will get the video. It's an extra show we're doing so we can get more in depth, just like what Soupy and AB are doing right here, right now. We're going to do more of that just for you and just for you premium members. Now, who hasn't gone yet? Well, the man who loves to laugh at his rival, Soupy. But when we come over to him, he's got to get serious. DG, you're up.
Soupy talked a lot about Mike Evans, and so I don't know if I love this play, but we're going to go with Mike Evans at 13 plus touchdowns. He's done this in 3 of the last 4 years. I expect him to do this again. He's going to be the security blanket. If you know about a security blanket, it feels so nice. So Mike Evans is going to be Baker Mayfield's security blanket again, catching 13 plus touchdowns. Easy, baby. Plus 850.
Boom, plus 850. By the way, my man Scotty says AB's weather is so on point or something similar to that. I'm telling you, wait till you see DTL After Dark and what AB brings to the table. It's called the no-fly zone. If you know, you know. Have we gotten the lab to start the no-fly zone yet, AB?
Oh, we have, and we've got all kinds of new features coming for it. It's going to be awesome. I'm telling you, man. Go ahead and get your membership in now. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to absolutely be worth it. And then also, I got to give James props right here. He said AB thought he was going to start listing off good wide receivers in Tampa. Got halfway through Chris Godwin and said, wait, there's actually only 2. James is hilarious.
Any good comments, we'll try to put them in real time. By the way, somebody's asking about golf picks. The golf tournament is all over the board. They're not even starting. They like just no golf picks. Stay away from that tournament. That's my advice. All right, team number 2. As we continue our countdown, we're going to do all 24 teams. And then the last 8 days leading up to September 5th, we're going to do all the divisions. So the Saints, that's right. Mr. Carr is a Saint. Sometimes we forget. Last season, 9-8, good for second in the NFC South. Can Derek Carr get the Saints to the playoffs? According to DraftKings, the number is 7.5 AB, juiced to the over. Talk to me.
Under City right here for New Orleans. I'm taking the under 7.5 wins. I'm not feeling it for New Orleans as well, even though, look, I like Derek Carr. I like Alvin Kamara. I think that they have problems on defense, especially in the secondary. Dennis Allen, their head coach. I am absolutely out on Dennis Allen as a whole. Look, I love New Orleans. I love the state of Louisiana. I'm out on the Saints, man. Give me the under.
Me too. Everybody was barking about the Raiders not keeping Dennis Allen. I don't think after watching him as a head coach last year and some of that debacle of play calling and decision making, I'm with you, AB. I'm out on this guy, and they got Antonio Pierce now in Las Vegas. All right, Soupy, I'm coming over to you. Over or under here?
I'm tailing AB. The Saints did not make any significant moves in the offseason. Their big problem was they have no offensive line, and that's how Derek Carr was basically hurt all of last season, and they didn't make any changes. It's still a bad offensive line. I like Chris Olave. I like Shaheed as a wide receiver too. But the backfield, Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams both have slowed down last year, and Kendry Miller, injury prone already in his rookie season. I like their secondary. I like Marshawn Lattimore. I like Paulson Adebo. But again, their defensive line, you have Chase Young, who's been injured his whole career, and you have Cam Jordan, who's just getting old. This team just doesn't look good to me at all.
Soupy, you are just the gift that keeps on giving. So we're going to go 2 unders so far. Charles, we've heard from Soupy. We've heard from AB. What say you, big boy?
I'm going to reverse it. I'll take the Saints over 7.5 wins. Look, I don't expect much from the Saints this season, but I think they can stumble on to 8 wins. They had 9 last season. They get the Panthers twice, the Giants, Raiders, Broncos, Commanders, Rams, Browns. So I think they can at least scrape up 8 wins over this season as well. So I'll take the over 7.5 for my beloved Saints minus 120.
This is your squad, right? This is your team, correct?
Yeah, I usually don't. That's my team, but I'll go against them any day of the week. But yeah, if I had to pick a team, that'd be it.
If it means I'm going to the damn pay window, screw the Saints. Screw them. All right, 3 down, 1 to go. DG, you're up.
I'm going to back Charles as well. I think the Saints are going to be a little bit better, but also I think the difference of the Saints and the maybe we're looking at the Bucs. Like I just think the Saints are going to be in a lot of games. I don't expect them to wow you. I don't expect it to be a team that you're going to want to turn on the TV to watch. But I think they're going to be in a lot of games, and because of that, I'm going to ride with them here. I think they're going to go 9-8 if I had to put a stamp on it after looking through their schedule. And so definitely taking the over here of 7.5 at minus 120.
All right, very interesting. And always remember, I like to remind you at home, there are now 17 games in a season, no longer 16 the last couple of years, and eventually we're going to land on 18. So that's very important, especially for these win totals. All right, AB, coming back over to you, because Derek Carr, we've had a lot of fun, haven't me and you the last, God, we've been together 4 years now. And Derek Carr, almost every time that we talk about him, it's either about an interception or about an interception. You're up.
The no-fly zone is now open, and Derek Carr is the first plane being grounded over here at BNA International. Look, I really do like Derek Carr. He's a tough dude. He's gotten kind of a weird break. Like, I'm not going to say it's like bad luck, but it's just been a weird career for him in the NFL. That being said, they're going to be trailing in a lot of games. He's got an arm. He's going to want to chuck it, and he's going to throw it to the other team. Take him over 11.5 interceptions at plus money.
And also, did you listen to what AB just said? They're going to be behind in a lot of games. They're going to be chucking a lot. That will lead to interceptions, but also, Charles, it could lead to what?
Passing touchdowns, and I'm going to take them to get at least one in every game at plus 1,400. They had 28 last season, so that's roughly averages 1.6 per game as well. So, yeah, this is another one where I like the price, worth the flyer, plus 1,400 Saints to get a passing touchdown and at least one regular season game all season.
Boom, boom. I feel
Coach,
like
may I add one thing? Apologies.
course.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to add it before I forgot it because I have an applesauce brain today.
Yes,
All right.
yes, you
What
do.
makes Charles's bet so good is, remember, the Saints have two quarterbacks and another guy in Taysom Hill who throws touchdown passes as well. That's an excellent bet from Charles right there.
I have one very slow, quick question for all of you. Do you want to do the work? I didn't think so. Stop it. Next level nuggets right there. Thank you, AB. Now, back to what I was saying. Soupy, we've heard from Charles. We've heard from AB. Where are you going with your future play with the Saints?
One win in their first 5 games, because if you look at the schedule, they play the Panthers, which I think they could win. Then they go to Dallas. They host the Eagles. They go to Atlanta. And then they go to Kansas City. That's 4 straight losses. They start the season 1-4.
Wow. So what was your play again one more time?
Saints to win 1 game Saints to win 1 after 5 games.
I just want to make sure that you gave that out correctly. Yes. Now, a lot of these unique plays we've never seen before. So where can we find your play at, Soupy?
It is on DraftKings. Just go to the team props on DraftKings. You caught me off guard on that one.
Clearly. Dare I ask him one more time? Dare I go there? I can't even remember who hasn't gone. I think DG is the only one. Am I correct? All right, DG, you're up.
You can find this one over at the Duel of Fan. There might be a team, a special. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm going to go with Alvin Kamara for 5 rushing touchdowns and 5 receiving touchdowns. It's simple. He had 5 rushing touchdowns last year. I expect him to be behind as well, but close in games. But you're looking at Chris Olave, who is a good receiver. I think he's only the big one that you could put as A+ receiver on this team. I think they're going to go ahead and send Alvin Kamara out a little bit more this season. He's getting the targets. I just need Derek Carr to lock in, especially 5 times in the red zone. So we're going to go with Alvin Kamara to have a reception, 5 receiving touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns. Easy enough for the Saints.
Man, I don't know who to give credit to, but a lot of these props that we're giving out, like this one, it keeps me interested every single week. I feel like somebody actually sat down in a room and thought about it this year. There's so many of these plays because this is why I hate futures. Yeah, AB, I think you're going to back me on this.
No, keep going. I was going to say it.
That's why I hate futures, because a lot of them are like Derek Carr over 4,200 passing yards. That doesn't keep me interested every week. That bet right there, that does. AB, go.
Okay. Google, if you're talking about Alvin Kamara, he's the only person I've ever seen that can do a perfect perpendicular, standing upside down on his head in a helmet. Just Google it, Alvin Kamara upside down, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's crazy.
Did you just say perpendicular, straight upside down?
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to go for I was trying to make it for the gymnastics Paris 2024. I didn't make it.
DG, do you want to explain it to him?
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
He nailed it. Perfect.
Perpendicular upside down.
Look, I didn't get good grades. Okay. So.
Yes, DG.
Yes, listen, that is funny. I'm going to go to answer a question in the chat.
Yes.
Liddy had a question about how much do you put on the futures? I know everybody's a little bit different.
Oh, yes.
I am very much never going to go over a half unit, more than likely. But it's going to vary depending on exactly what you're playing. So if you're playing one of like Charles was playing, very, very light sprinkle, you might want to put less than a quarter of a unit. But if it's a fun one, and it's not going to hurt you. It's just like when you walk into any casino, you're probably not coming home with that money. So I would say whatever you can light on fire and not expect a return, or just something you want to have fun with. So don't play too much if you're looking at kind of unit size.
Great advice. And here on the show, we kind of use $100 at a mark. So you guys know if you watch DTL Golf, everything's based off $100. So we say $50, that's half a unit for what the show does if we don't say that particular price. But great advice by DG. I believe that everybody has gone. Now, there's many of you that may be dropping in, checking out the show. Maybe you got a meeting at 10 o'clock like our man Kev. He's always in his side room there trying to watch the show live, but that's okay because we have you covered top to bottom, left to right. And right now, a little segment we call the Whip Around is brought to you by Reagan, the movie.
Welcome to your life.
You can run from a bully for so long,
There's no
but after a while, you're going to have to stand up to him.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
I am about to start the biggest war of this century.
You told me you wanted to make a difference in this world.
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Wants to rule the world.
I'm so ready for August 30th. You have no idea. Thank you to our brand new partners with the Reagan the movie. Can't wait. All right, this is the fun portion of the program. And yesterday, we just nailed like the whole damn lot of our picks. So we're going to back it up against today. Who's going to go the yard? Somebody mentioned our man Buckets in the chat. We love that guy publicly. Aaron Judge, plus 175. Luis Robert, plus 275. Rafael Devers, plus 350. Yordan Alvarez with the Astros. And Adolis Garcia, plus 450. So, Charles, where are we going today, sir?
I'm going to take the biggest number on the board. I'll take Adolis plus 450, but honorable mention as well, same game. I go ahead and take Marcus Semien as well. So he's had some great success against Cole, but for show purposes, Adolis Garcia plus 450.
And AB, make sure I get this right. According to your weather report, that would be a good pick with the Rangers in New York today, correct?
Excellent pick. Look, I want to take Aaron Judge, and I'm already taking it personally at plus 175. But after seeing that trailer for the Reagan movie, I have one thing to say. Mr. Alvarez, tear down that wall in Boston. All right. He's going to be launching them over the green monster there in Boston. Give me Yordan Alvarez plus 375.
Oh, man. Can the Astros start hitting again, getting some runs? Justin Jackson says, hey, parlay all of them, damn it. Well, that'd be a nice payday if all five went the yard. But, Soupy, what do you think?
I'm tailing AB just because Yordan Alvarez, he's going to launch one over that green monster. As he mentioned earlier in the show, the weather report is just screaming launch pad balls all day.
Just listening for the scream. Just listening for the scream. DG, what are you screaming?
Rafael Devers plus 350 has to be my play here, but I will give an honorable mention. Corey Seager there in the Yankees and the Rangers game. Dude, he could send one to the moon today. He's hitting very, very well right now, especially against the matchup he has.
There's been a lot of runs scored in Yankee Stadium the last few days. We expect that continued today. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Now, here in the whip around, we do every single pick. One little nugget, 10 seconds or less. Charles, you have 3 big plays for us today. Start us off.
Norway, Elite Sirion, Sandefjord, Strom's God said, I'm going to take the over 3 full-time goals. I expect a 2-2 type matchup. Then we're going to go to the Leeds Cup where St. Louis City and Portland hook up. I'm going to take the first half over 1.25 first half goals. I see 1-1, and that way if there's only one goal, you get half your stake back. And St. Louis City first half team total over a half a goal.
Just for clarification, the Norway play from Charles is during the day here in the United States. The League's Cup is in the evening because it takes place here in the United States. Soupy, coming over to you.
Braves have given up a lot of runs over the last few games, and of course, they're in the mile high. Give me the over 11. And Padres averaging 8 runs over their last 4 games going against Edward Cabrera, who has a 5.49 ERA. Padres team total over 4.5.
I like it a lot, man. San Diego has been on fire. DG, coming to you.
Colton Cowser, 2+ hits, plus 230, 2+ hits in 5 of his last 10 games. And then we're going to go to the walks parlay at plus 111. Both guys have 2+ walks. Edward Cabrera, he's had 2+ in 8 of 11 games this year in all the seasons that he's pitched. But then Zach Wheeler, 2+ in 11 of the last 14. I see a lot of people talking about Vladdy. I have him in a crew pick if you want to stay tuned.
Very good. Vlad Guerrero, he's been hot. If you are a member of the crew, in about 30 minutes after the show, you'll have more picks just for you. So, AB, come over. Bring us up.
In your sports books, you can find these under United States Earth. White Sox team total. God, that joke was bad. White Sox team total over 3.5 plus 100. Rangers, Yankees over 8.5. Astros, Red Sox over 9.5. I'm going to suspend myself for the weekend. No more jokes, but we know that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. Are you kidding me right now? By the way, Tony says, I think I'm going to have to take AB's White Sox over. Boss is going to party.
Nobody's in charge.
Nobody's in charge. Quick reminder, my guys are here every single weekday live starting on September 5th. It's a Thursday. DTL After Dark, but then we'll be having a full Sunday show. Your boy will start working Sundays again. We got a lot coming at you, and the crew is ready. Real quick, Soupy, where can we find all your stuff?
Bettingpros.com, fantasypros.com. It is almost time for football.
What was that?
It's almost time for football, so fantasy football. I'm excited.
I feel like Soupy's creating his own character here right before our very eyes. I mean, it's like he's becoming like a cult hero.
I'm going to be the biggest baby face in DTL history.
Wow.
And look at DJ. Yeah, he's starting to become the biggest heel in DTL history. Let's
Are we bleeding BTT over to DTL? All of our letters are all over the place. All right, DG, where can we find your stuff at?
Hard to be a heel when you have the crew and the teachers behind you. But I will say that you can find me over at Daniel Greer. Today we have the Weekend Wager Show at 3 Eastern. I'll be with Better Days Ahead and Robbie Hockey on the Twitter Spaces. Yep. We appreciate you guys taking the time to do that. I will not be listening. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. It's time for the closing bell. All right. Howie Schwab is always looking down. What is our pick today, AB?
Remember that the new starting quarterback of your Pittsburgh Steelers is Russell Wilson, and the crew is not feeling it. They're going Texas Steelers under 37.5.
By the way, shout out to Moshe. He says, hey, B, every day I'm listening or I'm watching at work. Every once in a while, I got to come up with an excuse on why I'm watching so it doesn't look like I'm a degenerate.
Well, it listening to Charles's picks, like if you were listening to it like on speaker, it could be like an international incident. They're like, what is this guy planning something?
It's so true, right? It's so true. That's why I love our crew so much. Everybody is different. Everybody is different. And man, AB, I'm really starting to feel the energy from the crew, from the fan base, from a lot of things as we, doing this NFL is really getting my juices flowing. Are you getting hyped for September 5th? But also, We're only, 11 days away from the launch of our new podcast as well. I'm excited, man. I really am.
I am too. And I'll tell you what, how excited I am. I will be at a surprise location tonight of a major Division I school in the SEC at a little private locker room on-field event tonight. So just hang tight. We're gonna kick the season off right.
That is a great place to end the show. Producer man, you know what time it is. Give me that damn one shot. Damn, I want to be where, believe me, if you've never hung out with AB in Nashville, then you haven't done Nashville. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. All right, now it is your time to go out into the world, for you to pay it forward. I don't care if it's a Friday. I don't care if it's a Monday. We do it right every single day. And be honest with each other. It's the only way that this thing can work. We're doing it together. We're building it together, and we're doing it because all of you at home. So bring all your friends, bring all your family, because I'm telling you, September 5th, we're going to be like a rocket ship. We got to be ready when we get there. So with all that being said, let's cash these tickets today. We got to get that account going up for football. So there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know. Buddy's ready to go out. He knows the spot. What that is. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My Tiger Lobo, my man from the Dirty, best beard in the game, my man from Memphis, Tennessee, AB, my partner, producer man, always behind the scenes. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about every single day, right here at Driving the Line. Good luck.